Yo, if you're looking to glow up, level up your life, or just overall transform yourself, you're in the right place, because you can probably find a million videos on glowing up or leveling up all on YouTube. The issue that I found with a lot of these videos is, however, they focus exclusively on the physical, like looks maxing or how to become more attractive. While being handsome absolutely has its perks, there are a handful of other qualities, a handful of other skills. They mean just as much, if not more, than how you actually look. But I need you to sit back and imagine something, right? I need you to imagine that you had the superpower to read minds. What would you do? Whose mind would you read? How would you be able to use that to your advantage? Would you do better business deals? Would you be able to tell instantly who's telling the truth, who's lying? And I have some really great news for you. You have the power to read somebody else's mind. How you activate this superpower of reading people's minds is to become a better, more active participant in listening. If your true desire is to actually glow up or level up your life, the very first thing you're gonna wanna do is to become a better listener. You'll be able to have better relationships and better connections with people and better conversation. Your social skills will improve. Your reputation will overall level up. There's actually been a scientific study that shows when people feel heard, when people are allowed to talk and express their full ideas, they get a boost, a hit, a spike of endorphins. So imagine if every conversation that somebody had with you, they were able to get a huge spike of endorphins. How much more would they love talking to you? To have a video about glowing up in 2024 as a man and not mention money, it seems a little bit disingenuous, because the overall call from society is men are supposed to work until they pretty much die and become victims of capitalism. So although my next tip is to get your money up, I want you to think about it in a completely different fashion than what you would normally think about it. The financial economy, money, is a circular system. It ebbs and it flows. It doesn't just stay anywhere. Wealthy people have built certain dams that allow more money to flow into their direction, as opposed to the money that flows out of their direction. And people who are oftentimes poor, they don't really have a huge setup that allows a lot of flow to come their way, but they constantly have things like bills and certain payments that allow money to keep flowing out. So the inflow is almost the same or even less than the outflow, versus when you're wealthy, you've built this situation to have so much flowing in and not as much flowing out. So in order for you to get your money up, what I would advise for you to do is use what I call an instrumental goal. And all an instrumental goal is an objective. An objective that you don't actually want to achieve, but you go after knowing that it will cause the actual objective that you want to happen. So the instrumental goal is to become a fan of the flow. That flowing being the financial economy. The next time you go into Target or any grocery store, I want you to really look at what you're holding in your hand as you're checking out. You're willing to spend money, $5, $10, $50 on this one item. Why? What does it give you? Is it truly $50 worth of value? And then once you finish thinking about yourself, I want you to look at everybody else's cart. What are they spending their hard-earned money on? And I want you to walk out into the parking lot and look at how many cars in the parking lot. And I need you to fully digest the fact that probably 80% of those cars have a $300, $400, $500, and even sometimes $600 or $700 monthly car payment attached to them. There's always situations where somebody was willing to put their money in flow in order to receive something. And that's how you become a fan of the flow. Truly paying attention to all of these instances. And once you've been a fan of the flow for some time, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to spot opportunities where you can make money and increase your inflow. It's like the world of money opens up, thereby allowing you to get your money up. And the last tip I have for you guys to level up or transform your life is honestly the most important one to me, because it definitely done the most for me. The last tip is to become a leader. There was a trend where there were so many women making jokes about how they would prefer their man was the leader of their friend group. Leadership is an attractive quality to have. Now, this doesn't mean that you should go bossing around your friend group, but it does mean that you should keep the collective common good at the front of your mind. Being a leader means that you're not satisfied with scoring 40 points. You're more enthused about getting the group of people that you belong to a W. And how can I motivate everybody and galvanize and organize people to move in a direction that benefits everybody? That's what leadership is. One of my favorite books that I used to learn about leadership, and I still read this book to this day, is 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. I'm not gonna go into what the book tells you, but just know that it gives you 21 laws that you should follow and implement into your life, and almost immediately you'll be able to start seeing opportunities for you to not only become a better leader, but become a better, more impactful person. And those are my 3 tips on how to glow up and level up your life. Peace.